Welcome to Karsten's Lab. Welcome, hello. Today our experiment is going to be revolving solubility and the effects of temperature. We're going to use water, sugar, and Epsom salt. Our first experiment, we're going to use sugar and hot water. Right now the water is unsaturated, meaning it has no sugar molecules in it. It is pure H2O. Adding our first teaspoon of sugar. Since the water is hot, it has a higher kinetic energy, meaning that it allows for a faster breakdown of the sugar molecules. You're going to see later on that this means we can dissolve more sugar into it before we reach supersaturation. Right now, it is saturated. At this point in the experiment, you can see that after multiple teaspoons being added, it was taking a super long time to reach supersaturation. So I foregoed the method of teaspoons and added a surplus of sugar to the experiment. You can see here that we're starting to reach supersaturation because we have sugar molecules at the bottom that have not dissolved. They are still a solid in the liquid. Just to really show y'all supersaturation, I went ahead and added more so that we can get a bigger substance at the bottom. Now we have reached supersaturation. Moving on to the second part of our experiment, I'm going to use room temperature water straight out of the faucet and sugar again. As you're going to see, it takes less of an amount of sugar to reach supersaturation because the sugar molecules are taking longer to break apart and dissolve into the water. As you can see here, we moved from an unsaturated liquid to a saturated as we added the sugar. This is my roommate who wanted to be involved. And as we add more sugar molecules, we are slowly reaching a level of supersaturated. All of the extra sugar at the bottom shows us that no more sugar can be dissolved, so we have indeed reached supersaturation. For the first part of our second example, we're going to be using hot water again, and this time Epsom salt. As you can see, the water is unsaturated. Now, as we add more Epsom salt, the water is slowly becoming saturated as the Epsom salt dissolves and the concentration increases. Here you can see the Epsom salt at the bottom that is undissolved, showing us that we have reached supersaturation. Moving on, we have the second part to our second example. This time we're using room temperature water again and Epsom salt. As you can see, the lower kinetic energy from the lower temperature water does not allow the Epsom salt to dissolve as fast. Here you can see we have more Epsom salt undissolved at the bottom, showing us we have reached supersaturation. And this is our dorm cat. When she grows up, she wants to be a chemist. Thank you for joining us in Karsten's Lab, and have a great day.